Hi everyone, and welcome to a Highlight Couponer. Today is December 11th, and I'm coming at you guys with another Vlogmas edition. And today's I am super excited about because it is my annual, because I feel like I do this every year. Even like I don't plan on it, but it still somehow happens. I still always do one, a Q&A video, and I'm so excited. This was kind of spur of the moment. Since I'm in quarantine, a lot of you guys were like, "Oh, do a Q&A." And then I was like, well, let's do a Q&A. Let's answer some questions. So I am super excited to do these. I have 3 pages worth of questions. So this is probably going to be a long video. So you might want to get a snack or whatever, get some hot chocolate or coffee or something, and just get ready for the ride, because it's going to be a long video. But I'm super excited to answer y'all's questions. So yeah, if I happen to miss your question, I'm almost positive I got all of them, but there have been years I've actually missed some questions. Let me know in the comments, and I will tell it to me again, and then I will insert it in tomorrow's vlog, because I don't want to miss any questions. All right, so let's just get started with this Q&A video. All right, so question number 1 is from Sandy, and you'll notice me looking at the computer and then looking at y'all. So this question is from Sandy. It says, has your family ever done the matching pajamas on Christmas morning tradition? Personally, my family has not ever done that tradition. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's definitely a cool tradition, definitely. Just something my family, as of now, never say never, but as of now, it's not been something we've ever done. So the answer to that one is no. All right, so these next few questions are from Lorraine. So the first one is, how long have you been on YouTube seriously about coupons? Okay, I started my YouTube journey back in July of 2017. So can you believe that's a long time to be on YouTube? 3.5 years, but I've loved it. Don't feel like 3.5 years. It's been an awesome ride here on YouTube. But I wouldn't say I was serious from the day I started. But I don't want to say, I was more focused, let's pump out 4 or 5 videos a day than making it quality content. And you can tell, I've seen YouTubers come and go, and a lot of times they get discouraged because there's not a lot of views or whatever. But there's several things that go into a YouTuber's videos not doing well. Number 1, the quality is really important. And when I first started, I was not really focused on quality as much as quantity. So I just pump out these horrible videos, to be honest. Horribly edited stuff and just not really good videos. And yeah, just for the sake of getting them out. And then also, I was serious, but I wasn't really serious about seeing what people wanted and what people didn't want. So I did videos for like 13 stores a week. And now I'm pretty much just solely Walmart and Kroger, because I've learned those are the stores that aren't really overly saturated on YouTube. There's a lot of stores on YouTube that people just love, and there's 40 different YouTubers talking about them. And for the stores that I talk about, really not very many people talk about Kroger. I don't know why, because Kroger's an amazing store. And then Walmart, hit or miss. I don't think there's really anybody who consistently goes in the store and films at Walmart like I do. So I found out what people really wanted and what the need was, and that's kind of how I got more serious about it. And of course, I edit so much better now too than some of those videos. If you want to go see what a train wreck it was, you can go watch some of my early videos. Nothing like they are now. All right, this is the second question. How long did it take for you to build your channel into 25,000 subscribers? Well, I've obviously been working at it for 3.5 years, but again, I would say as I got more professional with my videos and really found my target market, well, my target market obviously is Walmart and Kroger people. People who want to shop there is usually who come to me. People who want to save on groceries instead of just shampoos and stuff. I think that's a lot of the people who come to my channel since I talk about those things. Since I really began focusing on that market, it just drew a lot of people in the last 6 months since I became more serious about doing those videos. And then the final question is, what does it take financially and as far as a time commitment? So financially, I don't have much overhead for creating YouTube videos. I pretty much just use the resources I have. I have a really good iPhone. I was going to have that iPhone anyway, so that doesn't really cost me. Obviously you got to pay for a computer. I had that anyway. The internet, I have that anyway, and gas, but really, it doesn't cost me hardly any gas at all to go to Walmart and Kroger. So not really, I don't really have much financial overhead. Time commitment, to me, this isn't a hobby, it's a job. It's definitely my hustle. So I will put at least 20 hours a week, probably more than that, probably more like 30 a week, into YouTube between answering comments and DMs, planning videos, doing the printable breakdowns. Those ink cards that you guys see after every deal, those take some legit time, but it's been a hit and people really like those. So I will keep doing it. This is my job. So yeah, it does take quite a bit of time. Depending, I would say if you're wanting to do hobby style YouTube where you're not like going to be committed, like I don't want to say not committed, but you're not really super like this is a big deal kind of thing, it would not take as long as it does for somebody who makes it kind of their job. And for me, that's what it is. It's a job. So hopefully that answers your questions. All right, so this next question is from Noble001. The question is, what are some of your favorite, most epic items that you couponed for this year? The 10 boxes of Ritz Cheese Crispers are a recent favorite of mine. They are so tasty and I'm addicted. Those are good. I like those. Oh man, some of my most favorite items. This was a great year. For couponing, this was probably my all-time favorite year ever. And the deals this year were unreal. I'm just going to go looking through some of these deals that I did because I'm so nerdy. I save all my hauls, right? I would just say the Babu toilet paper at CVS is definitely a fave. Like getting that toilet paper for next to nothing, that was definitely a favorite of mine. Oh my gosh, getting the, what else did we get? I'm just looking through these. I also would say there was some time this year we were finding all that crazy clearance makeup. It was like $1 and we had like $3 coupons. So it gave me $2 of overage for every one I bought. That is totally a favorite. And that happened for weeks at Walmart. I don't know what was up with that, but I was finding clearance makeup like crazy and making huge money. I obviously didn't want the makeup, but I wanted the overage. That got me like toilet paper, and that's how I'm so stocked up now. Those are definitely favorites. The Unilever coupons for sure. And most recently, I would say one of my favorites by far has been this crazy cheap Snuggle. We've been getting it for free at Kroger or 50 cents. That is definitely a favorite of mine on, so those are just a few of my favorites, but man, it's been a great year for couponing. All right, so we got two questions from Aaron. The first one is, what are you studying in school? I currently am studying a master's in business administration. I previously had double majored for my bachelor's in accounting and business administration. And then how old are you? I am 20 years old. And a lot of you guys may be like, how are you already going for your master's? If you don't know my backstory, so I'll just quickly give it to you guys. I actually did College Credit Plus, which is a program in Ohio where you can take college classes while you're in high school. So my junior and senior year, I went full-time at community college. And so at the time I graduated high school, I actually was able to get my associates in accounting, which was amazing. And then right out of that, it's been a process. I went over to Franklin and did my bachelor's in business and accounting. I doubled, because it was only like 3 other classes for the business one. So I was like, yeah, let's just do it. And then now I'm just finishing up in my master's in business administration. So that has been awesome. All right, so these questions are from Nora. The first one is, what are your favorite holiday recipes to make? I typically just do some baking stuff. So this is a hard recipe, but potato candy. It is so, so good. I know some people call it peanut butter log or peanut butter roll. I've only ever called it potato candy. I don't know if that's just called that from where I live or not, but everyone I've ever known calls it that. But it is so, so good. And I want to make some of that this year. And then she also asked, do you go to thrift stores or yard sales? Personally, for me, I do not. I don't know. I just am a little weird about used clothing. I don't know. Not for me. Nothing wrong with it. Just for me, no. I try to be frugal, of course. I get sales and if there's coupons, but I typically buy my clothes at the store, or at the regular store, not a thrift store or a yard sale. All right, so these next two questions are from Beverly. It says, what is the Kroger 12 days of deals? Do we know the daily deals are? Okay, the 12 days of deals, Kroger is doing a special deal every single day. It's only going to last for 1 day, which really sucks. But you can find these out if you sign up for the text alerts, or you can also find out on their website. So on their website, it'll let you enroll or whatever, and it'll show you the deals. Like today's, it's a $5 thing of shrimp or something. So yeah, but I believe it's only valid for 1 day. And then her other question was, what is Ibotta's 12 days of deals? They just put up a rebate, whatever their deal is for the day. It pops up on the homepage, and you can only do it for 1 day. And they're going to have a new deal every 12 days. So hopefully that clears that question. All right, so this next question is from Trina. There's actually 2 questions. What does your family think of your couponing, and do they join you to coupon as well? So my family, we'll do the first one, first question. My family really does like the couponing. I think they really enjoy the products part of it. It saves them on their budgeting because they don't have to buy shampoo and toilet paper and toothpaste and laundry detergent and stuff like that. They really love that part of it. They're very supportive of it too. And I think the other thing we all like about it is it allows us to donate. And that's something we really weren't able to do that often before, but we really have stuff to take to donate to like the food soup kitchen, like at least twice a month, because we just get so much random food from Ibotta. I think they really like that part of it, that we get to give back in the community. Do they join me to coupon? I usually go solo. But sometimes they will tag along if they need to go to Walmart or Kroger for something anyway. They're not embarrassed by it at all. Well, I will say sometimes my dad doesn't really like going couponing with me. I don't think he likes the amount of time it takes. And I think he sometimes worries that the cashiers are going to like freak out because he has heard my horror stories. But typically if somebody goes couponing with me, it's my mom or grandma. And sometimes my cousin will go too. If we're hanging out anyway and I have to go couponing, she'll tag along. But usually I'm solo for couponing. All right, so these next questions is actually 4 from Laura. Question number 1, do you claim a denomination? Just curious, I claim as a Baptist. Okay, yes, I do claim as a denomination. So the denomination that I claim is the Apostolic Pentecostal Church. There are several different titles you might have heard. You might have heard of it called the Oneness. There's different organizations in the church. There's the UPCI, which is the biggest one, and the ALJC. There's others, but those are just the 2 that I know I've been a part of. And then there is, you might have just heard of it called as Apostolic. Just a little synopsis. We basically take our beliefs off of the book of Acts. We believe in the power of the Holy Ghost and that the Holy Ghost is still being poured out like it was on the day of Pentecost. And so that goes to the Pentecostal part of it. And then apostolic is the apostles' doctrine. So we view basically what we believe the apostles followed. You know, we believe in the oneness of God. So that's just pretty much my faith. And I'm so thankful for my faith. It's a big part of my life. And I'm just thankful for what I know and what the Lord's revealed to me. So I do claim as an apostolic Pentecostal. All right. Do you make Christmas gift baskets using your stockpile? If so, you should totally make a video if you have time during quarantine. I totally do that, and I'm totally going to do that this year. I do it every year. My family, by far, it doesn't matter if I bought them a store-bought thing, they love that basket. That's like their #1 thing they love to have, and that's so exciting. So yes, I'll totally show that in a vlog when I make it. What's your favorite Christmas memory? This is a great, great question. I remember one time, my parents, we opened gifts on Christmas Eve. I think this year is the first year ever we decided to do it on Christmas Day, but we usually always open on Christmas Eve. So we opened our gifts, and I remember waking up the next day on Christmas morning, not expecting anything, because usually we did it all on Christmas Eve. Well, we wake up on Christmas Day, and there's one present under the tree. One present. And I was like, whoa, what is this? And it was a surprise. I had no idea. So I open it, and it's a camcorder. And those are back in the days before we had all these fancy phones and everything. So I remember getting that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I was so excited. I wasn't expecting it. That's just a memory that stuck with me over the years. What was the first couponing deal that got you hooked on couponing? Really, really great question. The first deal I remember doing was, there was like a secret deodorant deal or something that made the sprays like $1. I remember doing that and thinking that was so good. I remember getting like Arm & Hammer laundry detergent for $2, thinking that was so good. And looking back now, it really wasn't. But at the time, I was just so excited at what I was saving. It was like momentum. I wanted to just keep going and going with it. So yes, that is the answer to that question. All right, so these next questions are from Kendra. What do you think about Ibotta reducing the length of time for the online purchase bonuses? It sucks since they originally said it was going to be more time and then just backed out. But with these rebates, it is always, your mileage may vary. They may always decide to yank something early. I've had that happen so many times, and it really is unfortunate when they do stuff like that. But yeah, what changes do you think may happen with the rebate apps in 2021? What may happen with those? I'm not 100% sure. I do feel like they might make things harder. But then, or even, I mean, like with Saving Star abruptly shutting down, I wouldn't be shocked if Checkout 51 was to go in 2021 because it was owned by the same company that owns Saving Star. And I feel like they're all just going to shift everything over to the coupons.com app. So that's my prediction for 2021. Any chance we may see Kroger have a better deal on turkeys or hams before Christmas? Hams, you'll see a good deal. They're actually a good deal this week at 88 cents a pound. Turkeys, probably not. Also, I live in West Virginia, and we never got the turkey deal you did for Thanksgiving. Why are the offers for regions so different? That's unfortunate. For meat and produce, I think the offers are different simply because it costs more in certain areas to get meat, like a certain meat or produce. It's depending on what's in season and where you're at. Really, Ohio and West Virginia, I can't really see why there would have been much of a difference because we're literally neighboring states. But I guess it's different for them in those places. Next up, questions from Tanya. Do you donate items from your stockpile to charitable organizations? Where and how does it make you feel? Yes, definitely we donate. I totally could not keep all this stuff if I didn't donate. Like this would be, I don't even know where I'd put stuff if I didn't donate. Totally, the items that I'm not going to use or any excess of items, I would just take them and donate them to the local soup kitchen. I've done the Salvation Army, and I've also done a pregnancy center before. So definitely check those places. Any missions or anything like that you have, totally do that if you have extras. And it makes me feel really good to be able to help out. How does your family feel about your couponing? We talked about that. Oh, do they also roll your eyes? Well, sometimes I will say, maybe they think I do it a little too much. When we have too much stuff to put away, maybe they roll their eyes at that. How does store employees respond to you in couponing? Any stories, troubles, or strategies for shopping/checkout? Very, very good question. Okay. I have my favorite cashiers, and I try to go when my favorite cashiers are there. I pretty much know, this goes down awful, I pretty much know when they're there just because I shop at the same time pretty much every week, Monday and Thursday. And so I usually know 90% of the time who is at Kroger, and I know she's not going to give me any issues. And then with Walmart is pretty chill, but I try to look for the people I'm used to. I always profile. If the person looks mad, I'm not going to go to their line. Yeah. Just, I would say try to find the people who are nice and definitely pick them. If they look like they don't want to be there, then I would not go to them because they're going to give you problems. There's definitely people I know to avoid. Okay, Coupon Bug Molly. How old are you when you started couponing? And what inspired you to be the awesome couponer you are? I was a youngin' at couponing. I was 13 years old. Wow. When I started couponing, I was 13. And what inspired you? I saw, to go back off of Tanya's question about donating, I saw a couponer donating a ton of stuff, and that just really inspired me and made me want to do that too. So that is definitely what my motivation was to get started. Amy Stotts, 3 questions. You have probably been at every single Q&A I've ever done. You, I think, were like my first subscriber. No joke. So awesome. With COVID and the often empty shelves, do you think you'll still have a stockpile sale, or will you hold onto your stuff tightly? I think I'd be scared to sell household supplies, especially. In the past, I have thrown some items out in yard sales, but I gotta side with what Amy said there. I don't know if I'll ever sell any laundry detergent ever again. I don't know. That's one, or definitely not Lysol or Lysol wipes or anything like that. That's definitely toilet paper. No way. That's definitely, I was pretty tight with those things anyway, but even so, even more so now, shampoo and toothpaste, everyone can have that, but don't take my cleaning stuff. Do you talk about YouTube to your grandparents? And if so, what do they think of it? Think of it. They know about my YouTube. My grandma watches my videos. She's probably watching this one. My other grandma doesn't have access to the internet. She chooses not to have any social media or computers or anything. So she knows about it. I don't know if she knows what YouTube is. She just knows I make videos on the computer. So, but yeah, they know about it and they like it. Ever owned a dog, or are you and your family strictly a cat family? We didn't have a dog until I was in high school. I still prefer cats. Okay, yes, we did have a dog all the way through my childhood. Like, my parents actually got our dog before I was born, and he was still with us up until I was 13, 12 or 13. He passed away then. So yes, I did grow up with a dog. We just never ended up getting another one after he passed. But yes, we did grow up with a dog. Okay, this question is from Amber. Do you ever get tired of couponing or want to take a break? Definitely, but I always have some deal draw me back in. I think it helps for me. I only go out twice a week usually, so I give myself some days off from it, and then that just makes me want to go out all the more the next haul. Okay, these next questions are from Karen. Okay, the first one is, how do you keep up with the rebate apps and planning your hauls? I seem to forget about them unless I hear about them from you and other couponing channels. I guess for me, rebates are my game. Rebates are what I am so into. So that's like the first thing I check. Before I even check for coupons, I check for rebates. So I would definitely say for me, I don't forget about them. I'm so used to checking them. So yeah, rebates are kind of second nature to me. And then, do you budget for couponing / groceries / deals? How much do you keep track of monthly expenses and the savings from your coupons? Okay, the couponing, I don't really budget for that because I roll it on my PayPal debit card. So whenever I will use the money in my PayPal balance that is on the debit card to pay for everything, and then I'll come home, submit the rebates, and get that money right back, and it goes right back on my card. And so if anything's, and maybe a haul costs $5. I don't really budget that because I'm paying it on my PayPal debit card, not out of my bank. Groceries, the groceries that I contribute to my household or to our household, I do budget that, yes. But for me, couponing and groceries are separate because a lot of the stuff I get from couponing isn't groceries. And the grocery expenses I do keep track of. The couponing I don't, but the savings I do keep track of. Well, technically, yes, I do keep track. But I've actually this entire year kept track of the hauls and done my monthly year-to-date savings video. And in January, we're almost to it, I'm going to make a video showing every single haul from 2020 and how much it costs. So yes, I do keep track of those. This next question is from Nala. It says, how is your dad quarantined separately from the rest of the family? Does he just stay in a room by himself and meals are brought to him? I'm just wondering what I would do if this happened to my family. That's been tricky. Yes, he pretty much has just been confined to one room, and we will sit things outside the door and he will take them once we walk away. It's been a tough thing though, because we don't have a big house at all. It's been tricky. It's been really hard. MomBot74, what's your stockpile like? I have a stockpile tour video under the couponing in my life playlist on my channel. So if you want a good visual, go check that out. All right. RedsGal21 Cincy, what's your favorite Christmas movie, favorite Christmas song, and favorite Christmas cookie or Christmas candy? Favorite Christmas movie? Probably, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I'm not a huge movie person. I do enjoy Home Alone. I just watched that. So we'll say Home Alone. Favorite Christmas song. Now this one is tricky because I love Christmas music. For me, a favorite song don't last long. I get super into a song and I stick with it for like, listen over and over and over. And then it's like, boom, I'm done with that one. It's time to move on to something else. But right now, my favorite song of all time probably is Mary, Did You Know? I really do like that song. That's timeless. All right. And favorite Christmas cookie or Christmas candy? Probably the potato candy I mentioned earlier. That stuff is good. And sugar cookies and all that kind of stuff. I'm not picky on food. I will eat any sweet treat that's there. All right. SB, what is your favorite store to coupon at? And do you prefer paper or digital coupons? All right. Favorite store to coupon at? I always say Walmart, but this week was Kroger, to be honest. Kroger threw us a sale like we had not seen in a long time. so many sales and deals at Kroger. I was really enjoying it. And I totally would have went out today and crushed it again had I not been in quarantine. I am so bummed that I can't go finish out this mega sale strong. But it's a toss-up between Walmart and Kroger. Do you prefer paper or digitals? Honestly, they each have their pros and cons, but I like how easy digital coupons are. There's no guesswork. There's no worrying that the cashier is going to flip out on you. They're just easy. I do like digitals. I tend to use them more and more. All right, this question is from V. What made you so interested in couponing at a young age? Like I explained earlier, another person asked, I really just like the part of giving back. I thought that could be kind of a ministry for me, and that's really what inspired me. Tina asked kind of the same thing, so I answered that. Okay, this one is from Alice. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. She pretty much asked a lot of the questions that everyone else had asked. Here's two more. Okay, no one asked these. Does anyone in your family follow you and do their own couponing? I am the solo couponer in the family. My cousin used to do it, but now she doesn't. So I'm pretty much the solo one. And then how many more years of schooling do you have left? Less than a year, like seven or 8 months. We are on the home stretch. All right, this is a question about sinking funds from Chantel. Do you have 7 bank accounts? Because I mentioned in my video yesterday about having 7 different sinking funds. I actually added another one in since we last spoke. Well, no, that's not right. I mentioned it in the end of the video. Okay. Do you have 7 different accounts, or how do you keep them separate? I don't have 7 accounts. I keep it all in one checking account, and I keep track on pen to paper what the balance is in each account. And then if I added any money to it for the month or took any money out, I probably should just do a whole entire budget planner video just explaining all that, because it's kind of intense. But you could do it on Excel or on paper or whatever. But no, I don't do 7 different accounts. You could, but I don't want to do 7 accounts. All right. These are from Michelle. What are some tips for beginners for couponing, and what's something you've learned since couponing that you wish you would have known when you started? You don't have to do every single deal. You don't have to run. I remember I would run to like 9 different stores a week couponing. Seriously. My cousin and I, when she couponed, we'd run to 2 CVS's every week. We'd go to Walgreens, Rite Aid. Back then we still had Kmart. We usually bounced around the 2 Kmarts we had. Oh my gosh, I'm sure we went to Walmart, Kroger, Respecs, Dollar General. Like, we went all over the place. And I just didn't, there was no point to do that. And that's why I'm already done with the drugstores pretty much. I used it for Black Friday, but I don't need to keep shopping the drugstores all year. I can just go back to light couponing at Walmart and Kroger, which for me is not really light because I get a lot of stuff. But, yeah, you do not have to do every single deal at every single store. All right, this girl's right there said, what do you do for fun? Wait, is the answer couponing? Couponing's a big part of it, but no, I do have some other hobbies too. But yeah, I like to hang out with some family, and I sometimes will talk to friends like over DM and stuff. And yeah, different things. There's other things I like to do besides couponing. All right, I put the camera in the wrong place and I can't read the computer. All right, M. Trav, I was wondering what you think about people buying internet printable coupons. I don't agree with it. Personally, I think people have to photocopy them, and that's a big no-no, so. All right, and this final question is from Missa. Do you keep a spreadsheet of some sort showing how much you saved from each rebate app? Yes, and that is what I'm going to show at my end of year to date couponing video. And then finally, is there a link to watch church service online for others to watch? If you guys want to get connected to one of the churches in my organization, feel free to reach out. If you want to let me know like the kind of area you live in, and somebody actually already did this, which was awesome. I was able to find them a church in their state that they can watch a live stream for. So if you're interested in anything like that, feel free to reach out and I could set you guys up with a church in your area. So that way, if you end up liking it, maybe you can go to it in the future. So yeah, that's all I got for this Q&A. I know this video was like so long, but we are done with the questions. So yeah, that's all I got for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.